everybody on YouTube. This is my first attempt at any sort of film, and I suppose I better start by introducing myself. My name is Colin Preece, and I represent the Legalise Cannabis Alliance in the West Midlands in the United Kingdom. Bit of a big job that, and I don't get a penny for it, but never mind. First of all, I'd like to sing you a little song. I don't know whether I've heard it anywhere before in the past, but I call it Jah Gave Me. So here goes. Jah gave me ganja for joy. Jah gave me ganja for joy. Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja for joy. Jah gave me ganja for food. Jah gave me ganja for food. Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja for food. Jah gave me ganja for fuel. Jah gave me ganja for fuel. Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja for fuel. Jah gave me ganja for fiber. Jah gave me ganja for fiber. Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja for fiber. Jah gave me ganja for joy. Jah gave me ganja for joy. Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja, Jah gave me ganja for joy. There you go. You can sing it any time you like. Walking down the street, you can sing it with me. It's a pretty easy tune. Pretty easy words. All you gotta do is sing it. But that's the trouble, isn't it? Well, that's not the trouble. The government's the trouble. They don't want to talk about ganja. They don't want to talk about cannabis. They don't want to talk about hemp. All over the world they could be producing hemp. Hemp for sustainable human and environmental development. Shed. Hemp for shed. Ganja for the healing of the nations. Revelation 22 verse 22. For those who have some faith or some belief in Christianity, I suppose. But I don't like to call it Christianity. I prefer to call it the way, as Jesus called it the way. But anyway, that's another story. At the moment, hemp is in competition with fossil fuels, wood pulp and cotton. Those are the three main competitors of hemp in the world. All of them are producing products which is causing loads and loads and loads of pollution. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. In 1918 they invented the decorticator, which made things a lot better for farmers. Here we go, beeping up again. Made things a lot better for farmers because they could harvest their hemp a lot quicker than harvesting it by hand. But the US government decided to quietly and conveniently forget about the decorticator. And then in 1938 it was reinvented again, and the United States talked about $1 billion cash crop for farmers. But then, through industrial espionage really, though they wouldn't like to admit it, they made cannabis illegal, properly illegal really. Well, what they did was they put the marijuana tax Act on cannabis. $200 a ton, I think it was, something like that. I can't remember. Bit of a pain, really. But suffice it to say, it was certainly priced out of the pockets of the American farmers. They couldn't afford to produce it because of the tax on it, so therefore they stopped producing it and didn't grow it at all. And then, in 1943, they started producing hemp again. Why did they start producing hemp again? For the war effort. Yep, for the war effort. So they started producing loads and loads of hemp. And then in 1945, they banned it again. Is that some sort of madness? Perhaps it is. Anyway, such is history. It shouldn't be banned. It shouldn't be a criminal offence. All over the world, 250 million people are using cannabis. And they're getting put in prison for it. For using a substance less harmful than tobacco and alcohol. According to the World Health Organization, that is. But they don't want to tell you about that. They, the governments of the world, they're the ones that, in my opinion, are guilty of crimes against humanity, because they're in the pockets of the petrochemical companies and the wood pulp companies and the cotton companies, those companies that pollute the world. Hemp doesn't pollute the world. Hemp products don't pollute the world. And you can have 25,000 products made out of hemp. But the governments don't want to know about that, do they? They just want to carry on polluting all over the place. Having no future for our children. You know, I suppose Bush has got kids. I don't know. Oh, he has got those girls, hasn't he? And then you've got Blair with his kids. Do they care about their own children? The day after tomorrow could be the day after tomorrow. And what happens when the day after tomorrow comes, if it comes? You know, scientists say it stands a good chance of coming. The frozen northern hemisphere. With little chance of anybody surviving. Crazy. Who's crazy? They're the crazy one. How can they say that they're doing the right thing when they're using products that are polluting the planet, when they could have been using hemp products, 100 years ago, and never make cannabis illegal in the first place? The United Nations says it's okay to grow hemp. Hemp is cannabis. It's just that it's got, THC in it. But what's wrong with THC? Nothing really. It hasn't killed anybody. Tobacco kills people. Alcohol kills people. Coffee kills people. Pharmaceutical products kill people. But cannabis hasn't killed anybody. It's their madness. They are the ones that are guilty of crimes against humanity. They're the ones. I just wish everybody that's a cannabis smoker anyway, would stand up and say, enough is enough. This madness has to cease. We have to grow cannabis all over the world, mass produced, processed, for food, for fibre and for fuel. And if we don't, the day after tomorrow could be the day after tomorrow. And that's an agony that I don't want my grandchildren to suffer, and I don't want your children to suffer. And with that, I suppose I'd better end this little, this little moan, because if I don't, I'm going to run over 10 minutes, and YouTube wouldn't like that, so I'm going to go now. Until the next time. That was a quick ramble, wasn't it? Ta-ra, see you soon, or you'll see me soon.